The Bermuda Triangle, an area of the Atlantic Ocean infamous for mysterious disappearances of ships and planes. For decades, this region has fueled stories of the supernatural, alien abductions, and time warps. But what if I told you that much of what you've heard is more fiction than fact? Join us as we dive deep into the Bermuda Triangle and uncover the truth behind the myth. Let's start with how the myth began. The term Bermuda Triangle was first coined in 1964 by writer Vincent Gaddis in a pulp magazine. Gaddis described an area in the Atlantic where an unusually high number of ships and planes had vanished without a trace. But, did these incidents really occur in the mysterious way Gaddis described, or was something else at play? Throughout the 1970s, books and articles fueled the fire, exaggerating or outright fabricating many of these stories. One of the most famous was Charles Berlitz's 1974 book, The Bermuda Triangle, which claimed that Atlantis, extraterrestrials and other supernatural forces were behind the disappearances. Now let's separate fact from fiction. Most of the so-called mysterious disappearances have logical explanations. The Bermuda Triangle is located in one of the most heavily traveled shipping lanes in the world, meaning more traffic and, statistically, more accidents. The area is also prone to sudden and severe weather changes, including violent storms, waterspouts, and rogue waves. Powerful Gulf Stream currents can also quickly carry debris away from the site of a disaster, giving the illusion that ships and planes vanished without a trace. One of the most famous incidents attributed to the Bermuda Triangle is the disappearance of Flight 19 in 1945, a group of 5 U.S. Navy bombers on a routine training mission. The planes got lost after their compasses malfunctioned, and they eventually ran out of fuel and crashed into the ocean. While this incident was tragic, it's not as mysterious as it seems when you consider the pilot's lack of visibility and the challenging weather conditions. Other incidents, such as the disappearance of the USS Cyclops in 1918 and the loss of the SS Marine Sulphur Queen in 1963, can also be explained by mechanical failures, human error, or the treacherous conditions in the Atlantic Ocean. Over the years, scientists have conducted numerous studies to understand the conditions in the Bermuda Triangle, from methane hydrates potentially causing ships to sink rapidly, to the role of magnetic anomalies affecting navigation instruments. Research has provided us with natural explanations for the so-called mysteries of the triangle. There's also no evidence of higher-than-average disappearances in this region compared to other heavily traveled areas. Simply put, the Bermuda Triangle is not the danger zone it's been made out to be. So why does the myth persist? The Bermuda Triangle captures the imagination, providing fertile ground for stories that tap into our fear of the unknown. Movies, TV shows, and books have all played a role in keeping the mystery alive. The idea of an unsolvable enigma is far more entertaining than the mundane truth. However, when you dig deeper, you realize that the Bermuda Triangle is less about supernatural forces and more about the power of storytelling. It's a classic example of how myths and legends can be born from a combination of coincidence, human error, and a touch of creative writing. In the end, the Bermuda Triangle is a fascinating story, but that's all it is, a story. The next time you hear about a mysterious disappearance in the Triangle, remember that science and facts provide the real answers. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about debunking famous mysteries, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and let us know in the comments which mystery you'd like us to tackle next.